Why I'm Not a Feminist by Margaret. The reason I don't need feminism is the exact same reason I don't have polio. I live in a Western country. Feminism has already done everything it could. Did you just say feminism is a preventable disease? So if you're watching this in a first world country, you were also probably vaccinated against polio when you were born. That sounds like really racist. And if you live in a first world country, you probably grew up in a time and place where women are allowed to vote and wear pants and own property. Look, I don't have to defend why I'm not a feminist. Feminism is over in the same way that polio is over in the first world. There's still a lot of other countries that have actual problems. No, they're fine. There are still a lot of other countries that actually kind of need feminism in the exact same way that they still actually really need polio vaccines. So I live in Canada, eh? And feminism is done here. If you're a feminist and you still want something to do, you should really just pack it up and try going to one of the countries where they could still really use you. That sounds really hard. You know, if you're going to give money to a charity that supplies vaccines to a third world country, I don't see why there's no such thing as a charity that allows us to ship our feminists off to a third world country. Do they have resorts in the third world? You know, I'd be pretty happy if somebody shipped all of our feminists off to some country where they're actually needed. Can I still buy hair dye in the third world? And everything's been fixed here. We don't get polio because we get vaccinated here, and because I have that herd immunity, even if I didn't get the vaccination, I still would not get polio. Because I happen to be born in a place where enough people have had that vaccination that even if I moved here from a third world country, I probably would not contract polio because so many people here already have gotten the vaccine. You have no idea how hard it is for me here in California. And it's exactly like that with feminism. There are enough people in Canada that think that I should still be able to vote and wear pants and leave the house. That's not funny. Even if I moved here from a third world country where I did not have voting rights, I would be moving to a place like Canada where there would be so many people that I already had that herd immunity set up. You know, and I swear to God, I'm going to block the first person who starts calling this her immunity. Or actually, maybe that's kind of clever, so if it catches on, then I was the one who came up with it. Canada's still a constitutional monarchy. Our queen is just some tiny little old lady who has a bunch of corgis around. Do they have a Whole Foods in the third world? You know, it's not really some misogynistic paradise. Do they have 4G in the third world? Because I have to check my dashboard like every 20 minutes. I don't need to defend why I'm not a feminist, because you're not born a feminist. If they don't even have the internet in some of these places, how are people going to know the good things that I'm doing? You know, Mother Nature is actually really sexist. It's actually kind of the humans' inquiring minds that allowed us to fix things and make them the way that we are. Mother Nature invented polio. She's kind of a jerk. So that's the way that it stands, living in a Western first world country. Polio, it's over. Feminism, it's over. They need feminism before they need vaccines. Without feminism, people die. If you're a feminist and you really want to help, your work is done in a place like Canada. You have to get your little self on a little plane and try going over to some country where women don't have any rights at all. I bet they have the best ethnic restaurants over there. Also, don't forget to get your vaccines filled before you go. That's not funny. Diseases ruin people's lives and destroy whole societies. Yes, feminism is actually a disease. Okay, guys, so you know the drill. Down on the bottom, it's like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter, and you can send any of your hate mail to the email listed below.